You are now unmuted.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Myself Vinith Halalka, CFO, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of Indian Energy Exchange. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 16th Annual General Meeting of Indian Energy Exchange Limited, which is being conducted virtually in accordance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. We regret being unable to meet in person this year also, in view of the continuing social distancing norms due to COVID-19. The health and safety of our shareholders, employees, and our stakeholders remains our top priority during this unprecedented time, and therefore today's AGM is being webcast to enable shareholders to actively participate in the meeting while adhering to the public health advices. I'm pleased to welcome our Board of Directors to the 16th Annual General Meeting and introduce them to you. We are joined on the webcast today by Mr. Satyanarayan Goel, our Chairman and Managing Director. He is also a member of CSR Committee, Enterprise Risk Management Committee, and other board committees. He has over 40 years of rich experience in different areas of power sector. I also welcome Mrs. Sudha Pillai, our non-executive independent director, a retired IEX officer of Kerala Cadre, one of the foremost women to serve in the Indian civil services. She is also chairperson of the Audit Committee and member of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and CSR Committee and other committees. I also welcome Professor K.T. Chacko, our non-executive independent director, a retired IEX officer, has 34 years of experience in public administration. He is also chairman of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee, Stakeholder Relationship Committee, CSR Committee, and Enterprise Risk Management Committee, and also member of the Audit Committee. I also welcome Mr. Amit Garg, our non-executive director and member of the Shareholder Relationship Committee and other board committees. He is a seasoned business professional with almost 20 years of diverse functional experience across multiple industries. I would also like to inform everyone that Mr. T.P. Chopra, non-executive independent director, and Shri Gautam Dalmia, our non-executive directors, are not able to attend the AGM due to some last-minute exigencies. Apart from our directors, company statutory auditors and secretarial auditors have also joined the meeting from their respective locations. Mr. Mohammad Najim Khan is appointed as a scrutinizer for this meeting to ensure voting process is conducted in fair and transparent manner. We welcome you all at the 16th Annual General Meeting of Indian Energy Exchange Limited. Now, before we proceed further, I would like to highlight certain points regarding the participation in the meeting. Facility to join the meeting was opened 30 minutes before the scheduled time of the AGM at 11:30 a.m. and shall kept open throughout the proceedings of the AGM. As mentioned in the notice, the facility of participation at the AGM through video conferencing or other audiovisual means has been made available for 1,000 members on the first come, first served basis as per the MCA circular. The Q&A session will take place once the chairman opens the floor for questions and answers. For smooth conduct of the meeting, all the lines for the shareholders will be on mute. The proceedings of the AGM are being recorded and will be hosted on the website of the company after the AGM. The certificate from the secretarial auditors towards compliance with SEBI, share-based employee benefit and sweat equity regulation 2021, the register of directors, key managerial persons, and the register of contracts or arrangements, along with statutory documents, are made electronically for inspection by the members during the AGM. Members are requested to refer to the instructions provided in the notice, and in case any member face any difficulties, they may reach out on the helpline numbers. Now, any further delay, I request Sri Satyanarayan Goel, our Honorable Chairman and Managing Director, to occupy the chair and preside over this meeting. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Vineet. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today. I, Satyanarayan Goel, Chairman and Managing Director of the company, on behalf of the Board of Directors of Indian Energy Exchange Limited, extend a very warm welcome to each one of you present at the 16th Annual General Meeting of the company. Our goal is to approximate the experience of a meeting held in person, including the opportunity to participate at the meeting through the video conferencing facility and vote electronically. And I'm pleased to inform you that your company has made all efforts feasible under the current circumstances to enable these facilities. As the time is already past 12 noon and requisite quorum is present at the AGM, I hereby declare that the meeting is in order and commence the proceedings of the meeting. I will now commence the address to the shareholders. Dear shareholders, The Indian economy is back on the track post the COVID-19 pandemic, and the country is expected to grow to become one of the top three global economies in the next decade. This has largely been due to conducive environment that has been created by the government through the push on infrastructure and electrification, backed by favorable regulatory initiatives, along with a focus on sustainability. The boost in the economy is reflected in the country's index of industrial production, which grew by 11.4% in the fiscal 21-22 against an 8.4% contraction in 2021. For the fiscal year 23, India is expected to achieve a robust GDP growth of 7.4% as per IMF projections. Electricity, the main enabler for economic and industrial growth, will play a crucial role in meeting nation's ambitious target of becoming 5 trillion economy by the year 26-27. Rebound in economic activities has led to increase in demand of electricity to 1,374 billion units in FY22, an increase of 8.1% on year-on-year basis after 2 years of slowdown. The quarter gone by, April-June 22, saw an all-time peak demand of 212 gigawatt and a consumption rise of about 18% on year-on-year basis, which is again a record high. An expanding economy, rising industrialization, and the increasing focus of the government of India on electrification, from electric cooking to railway traction to electric vehicles, will lead to a significant increase in power consumption of the country. Currently, India's per capita energy consumption is only about 1/3 of the global average. This presents a huge opportunity for the electricity sector, which is expected to grow at a rate of more than 7 to 8% per annum for the next few years. Large part of this incremental demand will be met through the market, providing significant growth opportunity for us. India is undergoing an energy transition driven by renewable. India has pledged to achieve 50% of the installed power generation capacity from the renewable energy by 2030. Globally, we have seen that countries with a higher renewable share in their energy mix have effectively leveraged energy markets. Power exchange are key in managing the intermittencies by integration with conventional power and enabling the most efficient matching of demand and supply. Your company is extremely proud of its contribution towards the nation's sustainability goals. Since the inception of our green term ahead market in August 2020, the green market has grown significantly. In FY22, we achieved a volume of 4,945 MUs, which is an increase of 5 times of what we did in FY21. The real-time market, which supports the integration of renewable energy, traded almost about 20 billion units last year, which constituted 20% of our total volume trade. Policy and regulatory initiatives will play a crucial role in enabling fast evolving energy transition. The government and regulators are taking several regulatory and policy initiatives towards facilitating energy transition through the deepening of electricity market. Recently, to address the challenge of unutilized capacity, Ministry of Power has issued new rules under which a distribution company will have to give its drawal schedule on day-ahead basis, and whatever power is unrequisitioned, that can be sold by the generating company through the power exchange. This will increase supply side liquidity in the market. Additionally, open access for small consumers, even with contracted load of 100 kilowatt against the current provision of 1000 kilowatt for the green power, with cap on cross subsidy as well as removal of additional surcharge, will not only incentivize the consumers to go green, but also address the issues that have hindered the growth of open access in India. Amendments to DSM regulations linking deviations to the block level prices discovered at the exchange to maintain grid stability and safety is another significant initiative undertaken during the fiscal year 2022, which will increase market liquidity. Similarly, on the regulatory front, several pro-market measures were initiated in the fiscal year 2022. Prominently at the central level, the CRC Ancillary Service Regulations 2022 would help create market-based ancillary service and improving the grid safety and security. Implementation of National Open Access Registry will enable automation, increase efficiency and transparency in transmission allocation, thereby enabling greater efficiency in the power market. Similarly, the CRC connectivity and general network access regulations will simplify as well as rationalize transmission allocation, transmission pricing, and support strengthening of transmission network. Further, we have also taken up for approval, regulatory approval of our new market products in the fiscal year 2023, such as cross-bidding contracts. Your company sees the evolving policy and regulatory landscape as conducive to the future growth and remains committed towards expanding the power markets. The Indian Gas Exchange, which was started by IEX in the year 2020, for contributing towards building of India's gas economy and a competitive gas market. Since then, IGX has grown from strength to strength with increasing number of participants, growing traded volume, and the discovery of a competitive price. In financial year 22, IGX traded 1.2 crore MMBTU and achieved financial break-even. Many leading organizations such as petrochemical industries, such as BPCL, IGL, IOCL, Indian Oil, Adani Gas Private Limited, ONGC, and the like, came on board with IGX as members this fiscal year. IGX is aligned with government's vision of increasing the share of natural gas in the country's energy basket from 6% to 15% by 2030. Various initiatives of the government, including the proposed setting up of transmission system operator to manage the entire gas infrastructure, intend to bring natural gas under GST, will further help your company develop a vibrant and deep gas market in the country. At IEX, customer centricity is at the heart of our operations, and we have continuously working towards enriching the experience for our customers. Towards this purpose, we enhance the experience for our customer across all touch points, including registration, bidding, physical delivery, and financial settlement. We have launched a web-based platform that provides digital onboarding experience for all our customers, intelligent data insights to enable effective bidding, easy financial reconciliations for exchange transactions, web-based access to trade reports, and anytime, anywhere, easy and secure bidding experience. These initiatives have helped us to meet the rising expectations of our stakeholders, resulting in true customer delight. We are now also providing value-added services for renewable power producers to garner forecasting services and solutions from top enabled and panel service providers on IEX platform. These technological innovations and initiatives have strengthened our customer centricity proposition and provided us unique competitive advantage. Our efforts to constantly evolve our products and services to better match the ever-changing requirements of our participants and our pursuit to enhance their experience while trading on our platform has won us recognition across the industry, recognizing the outstanding leadership demonstrated by IEX during the challenging COVID times, as well as the positive and transformational effect we have been able to driving in the power sector. CNBC TV18 accorded us the Most Promising Company of the Year award at the 17th edition of India Business Leaders Award earlier this year from the Honorable Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. Your company has had a momentous fiscal 2022. We achieved a record all-time volume of 102 billion units with a 37% year-on-year growth across market segments. This boost of volumes was due to increasing demand of electricity coupled with slew of innovative trading products. The 20% CAGR growth on the exchange platform over the last 5 years is a validation of the efficacy of our electricity trading platform. In FY22, exchange market comprised of 7.4% of the country's total electricity generation as compared to 3.6% 5 years ago. And this is expected to increase further in future. While our market share has doubled, there is immense potential to further deepen India's power market. Considering that markets contribute about 40 to 50% of electricity consumption in many developed countries. The government of India also envisages an increased role of power exchanges in India and has proposed amendment in the national electricity policy to expand spot market share to 25% by the year 2025, which is a step in the right direction. The recent commencement of long duration contracts on the power exchanges is also expected to further reinforce our positioning in power market. Your company has been expanding the country's power markets beyond India's borders, and with launch of cross-border electricity trade, Nepal and Bhutan have already started trading on our platform, and Bangladesh is expected to join our market shortly. This has resulted in emergence of a South Asia power market, which is allowing availability of power at competitive price in the region. In fiscal 2022, the consolidated revenue of your company grew by 36% on year-on-year basis, which was an increase from 356.2 crores in FY21 to 484.4 crores in FY22. Profit after tax increased from 205.4 crore rupees to 308.6 crore rupees, which is a year-on-year growth of more than 50%. The board of directors of your company announced a total dividend payout of rupees 2 per share. This amounts to 200% of the face value of equity shares for the financial year 22. IEX is an extremely conscious organization that actively works towards giving back to society. Our CSR initiatives are calibrated to create a deep and lasting impact in the community that we thrive in. Our association with IIT Kanpur continues into the 5th year of its facilitated numerous interventions in research and education in the power sector. To preserve and promote the culture, arts and heritage of India, we have also partnered with Sabhyata Foundation, which has resulted in substantial work done at the Red Fort in Delhi. Dear shareholders, electricity play an important role in meeting ambitious goal of India becoming a developed country by 2047, as envisaged by Honorable Prime Minister. Rising economic and social aspirations, combined with Indian government's increased focus on electrification of the economy, keeping sustainability at the core, will accelerate power consumption in the country. The energy markets are driving this transformation and enabling India in achieving its sustainability aspirations. An enormous opportunity lies ahead of the exchange market as the nation moves towards greater adoption of renewable and the energy sector undergoes rapid transition. We regularly interact with the government and the regulators to create an enabling policy landscape to further develop the energy markets, which we believe have immense potential for growth. Concurrent with the development of new and efficient trading mechanism of electricity and gas, we are also evaluating the viability of venturing into carbon market and coal exchange and other opportunities that exist in the energy domain. In our core business, we are geared to launch new products such as ancillary market, cross bidding and capacity markets. We stand committed to facilitating the sustainable and efficient energy transformation in India, while remaining optimistic about opportunities and promises the future holds. With this, I shall conclude by thanking all of you, our dear shareholders, for your continued faith and unwavering support towards IEX. On behalf of the board of directors of the company, I would like to thank all of you for being a part of this AGM. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to the Ministry of Power, the chairman, member and staff of CRC, CA, POSOCO, NLDC, RLDC, SLDC, SERCs, members and clients of the exchange, financial institutions, shareholders, bankers, registrar and transfer agent, and business associates for their constant faith and encouragement. And last but not the least, the board would like to convey its immense gratitude to employees, clients, vendors, partners, and investors for continued support to grow your company to where it is today. Thank you and stay safe. Moving further, the notice for 16th AGM, together with the annual report, was already sent by electronic mode to all the shareholders and was also made available on the company's website. With the permission of the members present, I take the AGM notice as read. The statutory auditors and secretarial auditors have expressed unqualified opinion in their respective audit reports for the fiscal year 21-22. There was no qualification, observations, or adverse comments on financial statements. The statutory auditors report on standalone financial statements and consolidated financial statements and secretarial auditors report are available in the annual report. With the permission of the members present, I take these reports as read. Before we take up the items as per the notice, I would like to inform that company has provided facility of remote e-voting to all the shareholders to cast their vote electronically on all the resolutions set forth in the notice. The members who have not already cast their vote by means of remote e-voting may vote through InstaPoll facility provided on the AGM portal provided by KFin Technologies Limited. I now order the InstaPoll to be conducted on all the ordinary resolutions as set out at item number 1 of the notice of the 16th AGM, post which we can commence the question and answer session. The resolutions in respect of ordinary businesses proposed to be taken up at this meeting have been already circulated to all the members. With your permission, I take them as read. The InstaPoll facility is now activated for members who are participating in this meeting and have not already voted through the remote e-voting. The InstaPoll facility will remain active throughout the meeting. The combined results of the remote e-voting and e-voting done at the meeting today will be announced and displayed on the website of the company and the RTA within 2 working days of the conclusion of the meeting. I authorize Mr. Vineet Harlalka, CFO and Company Secretary, to receive the scrutinizer's report and communicate the results of the voting to the stock exchanges and also place them on the website of the company immediately after the declaration of the results. Now we can commence the question and answer session. Vineet, I think we can now ask the moderator to open the floor for the question and answer.
Yes, sir, we are just starting. Ranjita?
Thank you so much. May I now request our first speaker, Mr. Amit Garg. Sorry, may I now request our first speaker, Mr. Vimal Krishna Sarkar, to switch on the video. Switch on the video, unmute yourself and ask the question.
When he introduces me, I don't know उसने LinkedIn की कोई पुरानी.
Yeah.
Mr. Vimal Krishna Sarkar.
Hello.
Yes,
sir.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Video is not open. Please, video open the video.
Yes, sir. Please share your webcam.
Sir, video is not open.
Sir, please click on share webcam option.
Okay. Hello.
Hanji.
Very good afternoon, Chairman sir.
Thank you, sir.
Well जी, very good afternoon. मैं विमल कृष्ण सरकार, इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर ऑफ द कंपनी. मैं मेरे रेसिडेंस से कलकत्ता से बोल रहा हूँ सर.
हाँ सर।
सर रेस्पेक्टेड चेयरमैन और अन्य पदाधिकारी और कंपनी सेक्रेटरी विनीत हरलका और सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट में अनुज जैन जी, मैं फर्स्ट मैं पहले चेयरमैन साहब को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं। उन्होंने वैल्यूएबल और एक्सीलेंट प्रेजेंटेशन दिया है हमारा कंपनी का परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में, इसलिए साहब आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। सर कंपनी सेक्रेटरी विनीत हरलालका जी को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं। उन्होंने बहुत पहले नोटिस और एनुअल रिपोर्ट सॉफ्ट कॉपी भेज दिया था, उसके बाद हार्ड कॉपी भी भेज दिया है। और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है, ये सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट को तारीफ तो करना ही पड़ेगा, जो ये कितने बार मेरे को अनुज जी टेलीफोन करके मेरे को सारे चीज बता दिया है। आज भी मैं मीटिंग का पहले भी बोला है दादा आप इन कीजिए। सर इतना सुंदर रिलेशन कंपनी सेक्रेटरी और सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट रखते हैं, इसलिए मैं दोबारा धन्यवाद देता हूँ। सर देखिए ये कोविड-19 जो पैंडेमिक जो चैलेंजिंग ईयर है, हमारा जो मैनेजमेंट चेयरमैन साहब आपका पूरा टीम इसका असर पड़ने नहीं दिया और इतना सुंदर रिजल्ट किया है। सर ये सिग्निफिकेंट रिजल्ट है, जो इस परिस्थितियों में हमारा कंपनी जो रिजल्ट किया है, जो प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स जो आया है, ये बहुत अच्छी है हुआ है। ये देखिए 90 सर टोटल जो रेवेन्यू ये इंक्रीज हुआ है 35.98%। सर बहुत अच्छी बात है। सर प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स ये देखिए 50.24% इंक्रीज हुआ है, तो इसके लिए आप तारीफ तो करना ही पड़ेगा सर, नहीं तारीफ करेंगे तो ये अन्याय हो जाएगा। सर एक चीज ये है, ये देखिए एम्प्लॉइज एक्सपेंसेस इस बार कम हो गया है। सर एम्प्लॉय ये पिलर होता है कंपनी का, तो इन लोगों को जो एम्प्लॉइज बेनिफिट बढ़ता है, मैंने देखा है जितना मैंने कम से कम 100 एजीएम मैंने कर चुका हूं, कोई नहीं देखा जो एम्प्लॉइज का बेनिफिट कम हुआ है। सर एम्प्लॉइज को बेनिफिट कम नहीं होना चाहिए, इन लोगों को सारे सुविधा देना चाहिए। जो उन लोग हम लोगों का पिलर है वो कम करेगा तो हमारा कंपनी और आगे बढ़ेगा। सर देखिएगा, मेरे ख्याल से ये ठीक नहीं है, एम्प्लॉइज को देखभाल करना आपका ड्यूटी फर्ज बनता है। सर अदर इनकम इंक्रीज हुआ है, सबसे बड़ी बात है सर फाइनेंस कॉस्ट जो है वो रिड्यूस्ड हुआ है। सर इसमें जो एनुअल रिपोर्ट है, अब आपके बारे में इसके खिलाफ बोलने का कोई, मैंने पूरा किताब पढ़ लिया है, मतलब कोई ऐसा नहीं मिला जो आपको आप लोगों को खिलाफ बोले। सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। सर सबसे सीएसआर कमेटी को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ। सर मैंने इतना कंपनी का मीटिंग किया है, मैंने किसी कंपनी ने सीएसआर जो कमेटी कभी नहीं सोचा, जो हमारे भारतीयों का जो कल्चर है, जो हेरिटेज है, इन लोग इसको ठीक ठाक रखना, इनको प्रमोट करना है, प्रोटेक्शन देना है। हमारा कंपनी जो इसके बारे में सोचा और जो कर रहे हैं, सबसे बड़ी बात है सर ये एनुअल रिपोर्ट में रेड फोर्ट का जो फोटो दिया है, आप लोग जो किया है इन लोगों को प्रोटेक्शन के लिए और प्रमोट जो किया है, और जो IEX उनका भागीदारी सभ्यता फाउंडेशन के साथ जो काम कर रहा है, इसलिए मैंने बहुत बहुत आप लोगों को अप्रिसिएशन देता हूं। सर एक चीज में एक सवाल है सर, ये बूस्टर डोज सारे एम्प्लॉय का कंप्लीट हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है, इसके बारे में थोड़ा हम लोगों को जानकारी दे दीजिएगा तो अच्छा रहेगा। सर ये देखिए जो बाहर नेपाल बांग्लादेश के साथ ही हमारा कंपनी बिजनेस शुरू करने जा रहा है, ये बहुत अच्छी बात है, हमारा कंपनी बहुत आगे बढ़ रहा है, वो बहुत अच्छी बात है। सर डिविडेंड दिया है, सर इंटरिम डिविडेंड 100% दिया है, माने 1 रुपीज पर शेयर, और फाइनल डिविडेंड भी 100% दिया है, बहुत अच्छी बात है। ये टोटल 200% हम लोग को डिविडेंड मिला है। सर मैं ज्यादा टाइम नहीं हुआ, सर मेरा फुल कॉन्फिडेंस है, ये आपका आप गोयल साहब आपका पूरा टीम के ऊपर फुल कॉन्फिडेंस है। सर जितना रेजुलेशन है इनका फेवर में मैंने रेजुलेशन का फेवर में वोट कर दिया है थ्रू ई वोटिंग सिस्टम से। सर और क्या बोले साहब, आप लोग सुस्त रहिएगा। सर चेयरमैन साहब आपका लंबी उम्र मैं कामना करता हूं, भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूं। सर आप नहीं है, आपका पूरा टीम कंपनी सेक्रेटरी विनीत हरललका जी और हमारा जो डिपार्टमेंट का है अनुज जैन जी और जितना एम्प्लॉय है सब सुस्त रहेगा, ये भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ और मेरे वक्तव्य को कंक्लूड करे जा रहा हूँ। मेरे को जो बोलने का मौका दिया है इसलिए धन्यवाद। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
Thank you very much, Sarkar ji. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our next speaker, Mr. Shripal Singh Mohanot, to unmute yourself, switch on the webcam and ask the question.
आप मेरे को सुन पा रहे हैं सर?
हाँ जी, मैं सुन पा रहा हूँ आपको।
मैं श्रीपाल सिंह मोहनोत गुरुग्राम हरियाणा से बोल रहा हूं सर। आप सबको सादर प्रणाम, सादर नमस्कार। आदरणीय चेयरमैन साहब, आपके डायरेक्शन में कंपनी ने अमूल्य 16 साल में बहुत अच्छी तरक्की की है। इसके लिए मैं आपको और आपके पूरे बोर्ड को बहुत बधाई देता हूं। आपके अच्छे शासन और प्रशासनिक वजह से कंपनी निरंतर प्रगति के पथ पर अग्रसर है। भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी का सपना वन नेशन वन ग्रिड में कितनी प्रगति हुई है, विस्तार से बताइए। आप IGX के बारे में विस्तार से बताएं तथा इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल में हमारा कितना सहयोग है, कितना कार्य हमने किया है और कितना कार्य करना बाकी है। आपका डिविडेंड पे आउट थोड़ा कम है। आपसे निवेदन है कि भारत की आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव पर स्पेशल डिविडेंड की घोषणा करें। पूरा बोर्ड एक छत पे नीचे ही मौजूद है, विचार करें, यह सबके हित में होगा। शेयर धारक आपको आशीर्वाद देंगे और आप पुण्य कमाएंगे। आने वाले सालों में विस्तार की योजना तथा पूंजी की व्यवस्था कैसे करेंगे। कोविड काल के दौरान आपने तन मन धन से आगे बढ़कर जो सहायता की है बहुत ही सराहनीय है। आशा करता हूं यह सहयोग व प्रयास निरंतर चलता रहेगा। आपसे निवेदन है कि भविष्य में भी AGM वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के द्वारा ही कीजिएगा। इससे तन मन धन की बचत होती है जो कंपनी की प्रगति में बहुत बड़ा योगदान होगा। आपके CFO साहब व कंपनी सेक्रेटरी साहब बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। समय पर बैलेंस शीट पर नोटिस मिल गया है। कंपनी सेक्रेटरी साहब तथा उनके सहयोगियों ने अपना अमूल्य समय निकालकर हमारा जो मार्गदर्शन किया है, इसके लिए मैं उन सबका आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय सैल्यूट। दोनों हाथ से आपको प्रणाम सर।
Thank you, sir. May I now request our next speaker, Mrs. CE Mascarenhas, to unmute yourself, switch on the webcam, and proceed with the question.
Hello, am I audible?
हाँ जी, मैं सुन पा रहा हूँ
Yeah.
आपको।
I am audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are.
Respected Chairman and MD Satyanarayan Gel, other board members, my fellow shareholders in this VC, I am Mrs. CE Mascarenhas, speaking from Bombay. First of all, I must thank the company secretary and his team for giving me this, for sending me e-annual report and also registering me as a speaker, and thanks to the K-FinTech platform for allowing me to speak and take part and ask my queries. Balance sheet is very excellent. Of course, I read online. The revenue is up, PBT, PAT up, EPS is also up, and a dividend of ₹2 per share of 1. It is very good. That comes to 200. But according to my calculation, you gave some time back, you gave on one share 2 bonus. And if you take that ratio, we are getting ₹6 per share of 1. It is really an excellent company. Keep on rewarding. I am very happy with it. Next is, I congratulate for whatever awards which are in the annual report. Also, I appreciate the CSR work and also the ESG initiatives taken. And I can say this company is like an ESG company only. You know? So I would like to know whether you have done any rating of the ESG. If so, what is our score and who is the rating agencies? How much carbon footprints you have reduced? I would like to know, and by which year you will make zero carbon dioxide. Now, my queries: the renewable at the center of energy transition. How are we going to achieve and contribute in the economic growth? Number two, how much of solar energy we are receiving to the other companies? Can you speak which state or states are rich in renewable energy projects and how much of that excess power we are receiving? Sir, please express your view on green hydrogen and how will India take to green hydrogen in 5 years' time? Last one is, I understand that IOC is with some solar company is going to launch solar stove, whereby the gas, what we are paying very high, because being a housewife, I feel the pinch, because that gas is gone now 1,100. So if the solar, I talked to the IOC also, I would like to take that solar stove with the fitting of solar outside in the gallery or whatever. They told me it will be price of 15,000. So like this projects, if you can take, it will be very good for India. I have supported all the resolution. I wish my company all the best. May it grow in strength to strength and keep on rewarding us day by day, year by year. And lastly is, I wish you all very good health to you and the entire team, because I really believe that health is wealth after looking at this COVID, all the problems which it created. Thank you so much and wish you all the best. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now request our next speaker, Mr. Dilip Kumar Jain, to unmute yourself, switch on the webcam, and proceed with the question. May I request Mr. Dilip Kumar Jain to unmute yourself, switch on.
Audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm Dilip Kumar Jain from Jaipur. Good afternoon, sir, Mr. Goel and all board members.
Good afternoon.
I thank you for inviting me at your AGM, and I also verify that who is very efficient calls investors and coordinate with all the investors efficiently. I
Sir,
congratulate for you.
Mr. Dilip Kumar Jain, we are not able to hear you clearly. Request you to please check your network settings once.
आप वीडियो ऑफ कर लीजिए, सिर्फ ऑडियो में रहिए, ज्यादा अच्छा आवाज आएगी आपकी।
No,
हाँ जी, बोलिए।
Clear all? I am audible?
हाँ जी, बेटर है।
Yes, I am Dilip Jain from Jaipur, and Mr. Goel and all board members, I congratulate you to excellent results of the company, and rewarded to the shareholders also. And I especially thanks to Mr. Anuj Jain, who is very efficiently coordinate with all the investors, shareholders personally. Your contribution to the power generation is very excellent in the country's benefit, and I congratulate for 1.2 MMBTU achieved financial BEP and joined by all pioneers of oil and gas field during the year. IGX has 530 clients and 26 members, all prominent players in the industry. Growth is also very good, 37% year to year in 2022. IEX also launched hydropower contracts that is very good things for this field. Profit growth is also 41.7% as compared to 13.25%. Yes, revenue growth also thanks to you for bonus given 2/1 and to the shareholders. Net profit margin is also 63.3%. Very good, sir. Account. I want to know, please brief about the dispute amount of 341.76 lakhs, out of which 17.09 lakhs you have already deposited in pending matter, in which is in tribunal, showing on page number 155. I thanks to you once again. This is the all. For thank you for inviting me as a speaker.
Namaskar, sir.
IEX.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our next speaker, Mr. Dipankar Purkayasta, to unmute yourself, switch on the webcam, and proceed with the question.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir,
Hanji,
you're on.
Namaskar, yeah, please.
Okay. So I have a couple of questions. Thank you for the opportunity for asking those questions. My first question is, how much of the software which is driving the exchange trading platform and the related APIs is proprietary to the exchange? That is, how much does the exchange have IP rights over it, and how much has been sourced from other vendors, which is available off the shelf to competing exchange? The reason why I'm asking this question is I just want to know how durable the competitive advantage you have in the field of technology vis-a-vis the new exchanges which have come up in the last few months. Second question is, in page 70 of the annual report, you have stated that the employees' benefit cost has declined mainly on account of higher employee attrition during the year. I mean, this is a unique statement. As one of the earlier shareholders had also commented, no company have I seen a statement that employee benefit expenses have gone down because of attrition. So that leads me to ask, what is the percentage of attrition during the year? And do you have any idea how much of these people who have left have joined the new competing power exchange? My third question is, on the balance sheet, your receivables have gone up from 26 days to 75 days. And in the annual report, in the explanation you have given, you have stated that this is due to debtor balances related to the RTM segment. So can you explain this a little more to the shareholders? And does it mean that 75 days receivables is going to be the new normal from now onwards, or is this a one-off event? Next question is, you have launched long duration contracts because the CERC had given you approval for this. My question is, in the absence of derivatives, for which SEBI is still undergoing discussion with the participants, do you think that it is viable to launch long duration contracts? We are talking about contracts which run 9 months, 12 months. So without derivatives to hedge these risks, is this a viable business for you? And you can tell us how much business you have actually booked under this head since you have launched this business. Now I come to another favorite question, is that MEBD, you have said that the government has issued some direction 2 years back. Thereafter, you have submitted counter proposals for gross bidding. So where are we exactly standing? Has your proposals on gross bidding been approved? If so, when is it going to be implemented? And how will this affect the business? How will gross bidding have business implications for IEX, if you could explain to us? Then on this 2 paisa transaction fees, which was under discussion with CERC, have the final orders been issued by the CERC? If yes, can you give us the details? In April, we had a problem when the CERC issued orders capping prices. So I won't go into the circumstances of why that was done. I just want to know what were the business loss that was incurred by the CERC. Have you been able to quantify the revenues that were lost because the liquidity dried up on the exchange? So what has been the revenue loss to the exchange on account of this order? And final issue of mine is that recently discoms, some select discoms were barred from the exchange because they didn't pay the power generators. So again, what was the business implication of this? Was there a revenue loss? If so, how much was the revenue loss? So thank you for the opportunity for asking these questions, and good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
May I
sir.
may I now request our next speaker, Mr. Ashok Kumar Jain, to unmute yourself, switch on the webcam, and proceed with the question.
Hello. I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Good afternoon, Chairman, Sir, Boards of Directors, and my co-fellow shareholders attending the e-meeting. Congratulations to the management and all the staff employees for providing the excellent result during this year. There is no doubt in the financial statement of annual report as I have full faith in the management. First of all, I would to know that any buyback or right issue in near future and what is the future strategy of the company. And I thanks to very much to the company secretarial and all the staff of secretarial department for allowing me to put all my points in the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our next speaker, Ms. Bharti Sharaf, to unmute yourself, switch on the webcam, and proceed with the question.
एक मिनट सर। हाँ जी, आदरणीय सभापति जी, उपस्थित निर्देशक महोदय के सदस्यगण और मेरे शेयर और भाइयों बहनों अधिकारीगण, जो भी आज हम वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस को प्रेजेंट है, मैं संतोष कुमार सराफ बंगलोर से आप सभी को नमस्कार करता हूँ। ऐसे गोयल जी में कलते हुए रहने वाला हूँ कि आज बंगलोर में इसमें बंगलोर से बीसी मीटिंग के बाद अटेंड कर रहा हूँ। आपकी छत्र छाया में कंपनी काफी उन्नति कर रही है और काफी आगे बढ़ रही है। 2017 में आपका इश्यू आया था 1650 में, अगर आज उसकी मार्केट वैल्यू में देखूं तो 3 गुनी हो गई है। आपने 3 गुना शेयर भी कर दिया, हमारा 9 का 90, 90 का 270 कर दिया सर, इसके लिए भी आपको धन्यवाद। लास्ट से आपने बोनस दिया, इसके लिए भी मैनेजमेंट को धन्यवाद दूंगा। बाकी हमारे मेरे से पहले 6-7 जो भी स्पीकर थे उन्होंने काफी रकमों में प्रश्न कर लिए, तो उन प्रश्नों को मैं रिपीट नहीं करना चाहूंगा। उसमें भी मेरे कुछ प्रश्न उन्होंने किए हैं तो अच्छा उनको जवाब है। मैं चाहूंगा सर कि एक तो ये मैं जानना चाहूँगी अपने वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं। अपने 135 एम्प्लॉई आपने लिखे हैं, उसमें 24 वुमेन है, जबकि हमारे ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर चाहते हैं कि वुमेन को ज्यादा वर्क फोर्स में लाया जाए। इसीलिए मैं अभी कुछ दिन पहले कहा था कि ऑप्शनल जो है फ्लेक्सिबल वर्क के बारे में कहा कि जैसे जो घर की स्त्रियां हैं जो अपने गृहस्थ में काम करती है, वो भी अपने खाली समय में घर से काम कर सके, जिससे उनका एम्पावरमेंट बढ़े। इसके बारे में क्या कदम उठा रहे हैं ये भी बताने का चेष्टा करिएगा। सर, जो अपने सब्सिडी है गैस की, उसका फ्यूचर क्या लग रहा है आपको? उसके फ्यूचर में आपको क्या लग रहा है इसके बताइए। और एक्सपेंशन के बारे में क्या है इसके अंदर में, और अभी तक कितनी कंपनियों ने इसमें रजिस्ट्रेशन करवाया अपना, ये भी बताने के करिए एक्सेस के लिए, बिजनेस करने के लिए। और सर, फ्यूचर में जो कार्बन की जो है न्यूट्रलिटी के बारे में, या इसका भी कोई अपने एक्सचेंज बनाने की चेष्टा कर रहे हैं, जिससे कार्बन जो सेविंग कंपनियां हैं वो अपना बेच सके। और सर, मैं ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा क्योंकि सभी ने प्रश्न किए हैं और सभी ने लंबे प्रश्न किए हैं। मैं सिर्फ यही कहूंगा सत्यनारायण जी कि देखिए डीसी मीटिंग काफी अच्छी है। अभी हमारे अमित गर्ग जी कार से अटेंड कर रहे हैं, वो ट्रेवलिंग कर रहे हैं फिर भी मीटिंग अटेंड कर रहे हैं। हमारी सुधा जी अपने घर से कहीं से अटेंड कर रही है, हमारे कृतलती जी कहीं दूसरी जगह से अटेंड कर रहे हैं। तो ये सिर्फ पॉसिबल है डीसी के कारण में। तो मैं चाहूंगा फ्यूचर में इस डीसी का जरूर अपनाइए। अगर मान लीजिए आपकी मजबूरी के अंदर में फिजिकल मीटिंग करनी भी पड़ती है, तो मैं चाहूंगा हाइब्रिड मीटिंग का ऑप्शन रखिए, जिससे बॉम्बे से, कलकत्ता से, दिल्ली से भी लोग अपनी बात घर बैठ के अपने घर में प्रकट कर सकेंगे सर, है। और क्योंकि आप भी समझदार हैं, पहले हम नोट लेके जाते थे, बाद में परचेजिंग के लिए और डकैती का डर रहता था। आज हम बैलेट लेके जाते हैं, डर भी नहीं रहता, अगर चोरी भी होता है उसको हम ब्लॉक कर सकते हैं। इसी तरह डिजिटल जमाना रहेगा तो हम कहीं से भी, मैं यही कलकत्ते का रहने वाला हूँ, आज बीसी का ऑप्शन है तो मैं बंगलोर से अटेंड कर रहा हूँ। आज हमारे गर्जी को बीसी का ऑप्शन है तो अपनी गाड़ी में, रनिंग गाड़ी में चलते हुए भी मीटिंग अटेंड कर रहे हैं। ये ऑप्शन सिर्फ बीसी का है। तो मैं चाहूंगा फ्यूचर में आपसे जोड़ के इसको आप चालू रखिएगा। फिजिकल करते हैं तो 10 से 15 मिनट का हाइब्रिड मीटिंग भी कंबाइन करके करिएगा। और मैं अपने सेक्रेटरी टीम को धन्यवाद देता हूँ, विनीत जी हलालका को भी धन्यवाद देता हूँ, अनुज जी को भी धन्यवाद देता हूँ। उन्होंने कंटिन्यूस, जैसे घर की फैमिली के साथ में कंटेक्ट किया जाता है ना, कि मैं तो बुजुर्ग हूँ तो मुझे अंकल कह के कि अंकल आपको तकलीफ हो तो बताइएगा। इतना प्रेम और इतना बस ये दिखाना ये लगता है कि हमारे चेयरमैन साहब कितने अच्छे हैं। कि चेयरमैन साहब अच्छे होंगे तो भी उनकी टीम अच्छा काम करती है सर। इसके लिए भी मैं आपको धन्यवाद देता हूँ। और लास्ट में यही कहूंगा सर कि डिस्प्यूट के जवाब पूछे, लास्ट में यही कहूँगा सर, आप और आपके परिवार और जितने भी डायरेक्टर हैं और जितने भी कर्मचारी और जितने भी हमारे अधिकारी आज वीडियो के अंदर प्रेजेंट है, उनके लंबी उम्र की कामना करता हूँ, कंपनी का ऐसे भविष्य की कामना करता हूँ। और सबसे भगवान से प्रार्थना, भगवान ये 2022-23 का जो साल है सबके लिए हेल्दी, वेल्दी और प्रोस्पेरस और सेफ्टी के साथ देती। तो समय देने के लिए मैं आप सभी को धन्यवाद देता हूँ। जय हिंद, जय भारत, नमस्कार।
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So with this, we have completed our speaker session and we have given all opportunity to all the speakers who have registered themselves. Over to you, Chairman, sir.
हाँ, जो क्वेश्चंस आए थे उसके अंदर में हमारे 2-3 साथियों ने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि एम्प्लॉय एट्रिशन और एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट जो है कम हुई है। इसके बारे में मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि जो कोविड के बाद में सडनली जब इकोनॉमिक रिवाइवल हुआ तो हमारे एक्सचेंज टेक्नोलॉजी एरिया से कुछ लोगों ने का एट्रिशन हुआ था और जिसके कारण से हमने नए लोगों को लेने का एक एक्शन इनिशिएट किया और नए लोग हमने जो है ले लिए हैं, जिसके कारण से थोड़ी बहुत जो है एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट का रिडक्शन हुआ था। बट मैं आपको एक आश्वासन देना चाहता हूं कि और लोगों के एट्रिशन होने से कंपनी की वर्किंग के अंदर में कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ा। हमने इसके बावजूद जो है कंपनी के अंदर में नए नए प्रोडक्ट जो लॉन्च करने की हमारी स्कीम थी वो टाइम के ऊपर में सारे प्रोडक्ट्स हमने लॉन्च किए हैं और अब हमारे पास में नए एम्प्लॉय आ चुके हैं और उनको जो है बिल्कुल अब बिजनेस के अंदर में इन्वॉल्व हो चुके हैं। कुछ एक क्वेश्चन था क्रॉस बॉर्डर के बारे में। क्रॉस बॉर्डर ट्रेड हमारे यहाँ स्टार्ट हो चुका है। बांग्लादेश आल्सो, जैसा हमारा उनके साथ में डिस्कशन चल रहा है, आई मीन दे आर आल्सो लाइकली टू जॉइन इन द मंथ ऑफ नवंबर, इन द मंथ ऑफ अक्टूबर, and there is good opportunity in the cross border trade with Nepal, Bhutan and Bangladesh, and with Sri Lanka also there are discussions to create transmission link. So this is a big opportunity for the company. Transmission congestion, yes, there used to be transmission congestion earlier, but today we have a robust transmission network across the country and we are seeing for almost about 99.9% of the time no congestion in the country. It is one nation, one grid and one price across the country. We are seeing one single price discovery. एक क्वेश्चन आया था कि डिविडेंड पे आउट जो है, देखिए हमने कंपनी की पॉलिसी रही है, our policy is to pay at least 50% of the profit in the form of dividend, and that we have been doing consistently for all the years, more than 50% of dividend. And there was a suggestion that companies should consider special dividend payout. Yes, we will definitely consider this suggestion also. ESG, yes, we are working in the ESG area, and as of now, we have not done any rating of the company, but in the future, as and when there is a requirement, we will get the rating done also. But we are very conscious about this, and in all of our activities, we are ensuring that we should ensure that there are no wastages, and we should use maximum renewable to the extent possible. There was one question about solar energy, who are selling the solar energy and how to increase that. Solar energy is normally coming from the states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, which are rich in renewables. And we started this product only 2 years back. We are seeing good participation of the participants in this, and I'm sure in the future, solar energy will be a trading in solar energy will be a significant component of our total trading volume. Green hydrogen is picking up. Government has also declared this as an important mission, and we are also continuously interacting with the sector participants to understand about the logistics detail so that we can create a product on the exchange platform for trading of hydrogen also. There was a question about software proprietary. I mean, we have a exchange technology team consisting of almost about 45 persons. So we are doing all in-house development as far as the software is concerned. And we have only one component of the total software system, which is the matching engine, which has been purchased from a international technology provider, which is Insight, and except for that, the total software is being done in-house. There was a question about receivables. I mean, in fact, company is doing business based on the advance payment. So all our participants, they make payment in advance, and thereafter the trading happens. So we have no major issue of receivables. It's only on a case-to-case basis. If there are emergencies, we allow trade without payments, but the payment is realized on the next day itself. In the RTM markets, the transactions take place on 24-hour basis. So transactions today done in the evening hours, for that the payment is received on the next day. So, but there are no outstandings, and there is no trend in receivables increase. There was a question on long duration contract. Yes, long duration contracts were approved in the month of May, and we have launched them from the month of June. And as of now, since electricity clearing prices are slightly higher and there are constraints in the supply side, so volume in the long duration contracts are not happening. Volumes are mostly happening in the short-term contracts only in our day-ahead market, in our RTM market. Some transactions have happened for the next 2-3 months in the long duration contracts also, but I'm sure from in the next 2-3 months, this market will also pick up. Then there was a question about ambit and our suggestions on the gross bidding. Yes, Government of India was talking about implementing ambit, and about a year back they had sent that paper to Regulatory Commission for implementing it, but as of now nothing has happened. In the meantime, we made a suggestion about gross bidding, and we feel that with the gross bidding concept also it is possible to achieve efficiency what they intend to do by ambit. And this suggestion is also very well received by the sector participants. We are working with the regulator and the sector participants to implement this. On transaction fees, we have already made petition as per the power market regulations with CRC. The petition has been admitted, but as of now, no order has been issued by CRC. We are awaiting their order. Price cap and business loss. In the month of April, there was a price cap introduced in the market. Earlier, our price cap was 20 rupees. Now the price cap is 12 rupees. But with this price cap, there is no business loss, because whatever generation is available in the country, the variable cost of that generation is in fact only in the range of 8 to 9 rupees. So with price cap of 12 rupees, there is no loss as far as the sale volumes are concerned, and we are continuously analyzing this. We have not come across any volume loss in this, and in fact, as per the regulatory order, this price cap is only up to September 2022. There was a question on women empowerment and flexible working conditions. As a matter of policy, we are ensuring that the ratio of women employees in the company, that should increase. And in fact, when we do the recruitment, and if there are 2 candidates, one is woman, we definitely give preference to the women. And yes, flexible working conditions suggestions which has come, we will look at this. IGX is doing good business. As I told you that IEX has done the turnaround, break even within 1 year of its operation. And I am sure in the next 5 years, there is a good business opportunity for IGX, because gas being a clean fuel, Government of India has target to increase gas consumption from 6% in the energy basket to 15%. And that should provide us good opportunity to increase gas trading on the exchange platform. About carbon market and coal exchange, carbon market, we are evaluating this option, and in fact, company has appointed a consultant also to suggest the opportunities which are there in the carbon area, carbon space, and we are exploring this option, and I'm sure we'll do something in this area. And in fact, Ministry of Coal is also considering to introduce coal exchange in the country, and they have appointed a consultant to develop a framework for setting up coal exchange. And we are in active discussion with Ministry of Coal, and we would like to have the first exchange, coal exchange in the country. I think these are most of the questions. I have answered them. And if there are any additional questions, please send it to us. We will respond it back to you. Dear shareholders, we have taken note of your valuable comments and suggestions and will consider them in future. With that, we finish the question and answer session now. I would like to thank our board members for their continued guidance and support and for taking the appropriate decisions for the growth of the company to maximize the shareholders' value. I would like to thank all the shareholders for their suggestions and comments and for attending our virtual annual general meeting today. On behalf of the company and our board of directors, we wish you all a very healthy and safe life. I now declare the proceedings of the annual general meeting as completed. Thank you very much. As the things are now getting back to normal, we look forward to seeing you in person in 2023. Thank you again.
So with the permission of all the board members and shareholders, it's my honor to propose a formal vote of thanks on behalf of Indian Energy Exchange, its board of directors, and all the shareholders. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Satyanarayan Goel, Honorable Chairman of the meeting, for this event, sharing his precious thoughts with us and holding the proceedings of the 16th annual general meeting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Vineet, we can log off?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well conducted. Well conducted.
Well conducted, yes.
Thank you.